Hi, this is Amanda Sprague. This is my digital portfolio reflection video as I go through my digital portfolio for my social studies teacher account for Indiana Wesleyan University, my student teaching course. I'm going to go ahead and walk through my digital portfolio. You see here the home page has my name at the top, Social Studies with Sprague. I am a social studies teacher in Knox County, Indiana, specifically at North Knox Junior Senior High School. You see here on the top left, there's a menu. This is the mobile app version. You can go down and see my blog, which we'll see in a minute, my PLN artifacts, my instructional resources for social studies, my instructional resources for the global classroom, and then my reflection presentation on this video will be on that bottom page there. So as we scroll down to the on the home page, you will see it says, "Welcome to my digital portfolio. I love my new teaching job. I'm learning so much about myself and the field of education. I graduated from Purdue University in 2007 with a bachelor's degree of arts degree in history, and I'm working on getting my Indiana teaching license through Indiana Wesleyan University." And there is a picture of me and my email address. I do currently teach 8th grade social studies and high school U.S. history at North Knox Junior Senior High School, as I mentioned before. So we will go ahead and go down to the next page, which is my blog. The blog post I posted is from last February, so we'll go ahead and click on that link. And this is a blog post, like I said, from my first year of teaching. This is second semester. You'll see the date as February the 26th, 2023. I'll quickly go ahead and read this for you. It's not terribly long. But it says, "I began my first year of teaching this year at the age of 37. I have been a stay-at-home mom for the last 15 years. I am beyond blessed to have been able to be with my kids and do what I love while they were little. But once they were all in school, it was time for a new chapter. I discovered a social studies teaching position was opening in April of last year. My alma mater's legendary social studies teacher was retiring, the one that encouraged my passion for history, and that almost every former student of his will tell you he was more than just a teacher. He was a mentor. I interviewed in June and got a phone call a couple of weeks later that I got the position. Now I teach 8th grade social studies, 11th grade history, U.S. history, and current events in the same high school I graduated from, in the same classroom where I fell in love with history. I teach them and learn, again, from some of the teachers I had as a student. My God is good. What a dream. What a gift. As I've gotten older, I've learned that learning is not a one-season activity. It's lifelong. This season is no different. Instead of learning how to be a mom, taking care of babies, functioning on little sleep, and adjusting to my new mom bod, I'm learning how to be patient with teenagers, how to be new at something again, and reminding myself that sometimes just surviving is okay. It has been a journey so far, but I love it. I've gone through hard seasons in my life that has prepared me for this challenging season. Therefore, loving this is easier. I can look past the hard and remember that it just lasts a little while. I'm in the final stretch of the year. Spring break is in just a couple of weeks. After that, the school year always goes by so fast. I'm sure this year will be no different. It could go faster, but I don't know. I've never been a teacher before. This is my first year." Okay, we'll go down to the PLN. So this is my two social media accounts that I created for Facebook and Instagram for one of my assignments. This will take you to my teacher Facebook account. This is what I created to be my teacher Facebook account. I added in all my information, and if I wanted to use this to continue to connect with students or parents, I think that would be a really good idea. I haven't done so so far in my classroom, but that doesn't mean that I can't. I think I could use this probably as a form of communication, especially with parents, maybe in place of a newsletter or something, and make a private group that way. Oh, there's a picture of my cute little girl when she was little. Let's see if I can continue to go back where I was here. Okay, and as I continue down, I also created an Instagram account. This also is basically just that, an Instagram account that I could use to post what I've been doing in class, just as a form of communication. Social media is a really good way of communicating with the outside world. And so, like I said, I haven't done either of these things yet. I've just created the platform. So maybe in the future we'll see how they might play a part in my teaching and in my classroom. In the artifacts section, I have an interview, technology and education interview, and it says, I interviewed Jill Dodes, who is my mentor and fellow social studies teacher at North Knox Junior Senior High School, about the role technology plays in her classroom, and below is the interview. So you can go to this link of my digital portfolio and see the answers and the questions that I asked her, but I feel like they were very informational. I always enjoy sitting and listening to her and asking her questions. She has been teaching for almost 35 years now, and she started her 35th year, and she's just such a wealth of knowledge, and she has a great perspective on teaching and being a mom while teaching, and she's kind of been through it all and seen a very wide range of the world of teaching. So I'm very grateful to be able to teach with her and learn from her. Down here at the bottom is the reflection of my interview, where I describe how the education of technology, or learning how to use technology in the classroom, how that is helpful, what Mrs. Dodes uses classroom, or how she uses technology within her classroom, and so on and so forth. So like I said, I really enjoyed that conversation, and as with every other conversation that I get to have with Jill. Down to the instructional resources for social studies classroom. This is the book that I use in my 8th grade classroom. It is My World Interactive American History. It covers American history from the early Americas and European exploration to meeting new challenges in the current day. So it includes all of it, not just Indiana standards. So I teach in the state of Indiana, and so 8th grade standards start at pre-Columbian history and go to Reconstruction, 1877 specifically. And so this book covers all of that and more. I really do like the book. I've used it. This is my 2nd year using it now, and it is very comprehensive, and I do like it. I have also used education.com, and it features many educational resources, including social studies resources, with lesson plans, videos, worksheets, games, more. The social studies component covers many areas of the social sciences, including American history. I also enjoy using icivics.org. I actually use this one frequently. It's a website designed to encourage students to learn about civics and democracy through games and incentive resources. These resources are fortunately free to families and teachers, so that's a big incentive for me to use that website. Another good one is BrainPop. BrainPop is a website that features videos, lessons, quizzes, graphic organizers, and much more on many different subjects. The social studies section offers many topics and units to choose from, and the kids really enjoy the quizzes and lessons and videos on BrainPop. It really breaks down more complex issues on BrainPop in a fun way. PBS Learning is a website that offers free resources in various subjects. The website breaks down the content by grade level and different resources provided within these subjects. The resources vary from video, interactive lessons, audio, images, documents, web pages, and etc. I've actually used this website just the other day for a women's suffrage unit in my high school class. And it was very comprehensive, and PBS just did a really nice job with the company called American Experience. They partner with them to create these interactive lessons, and the kids really get to dive into these topics in a way that I couldn't provide on my own with them. So these are some of the resources that I have found to be helpful within the last couple of years, and I would encourage anyone in my position to use them as well. So we go down to instructional resources in the global classroom. So this is outside of social studies. You don't have to be a social studies teacher to know these things or to use them. My first one is Teachers Pay Teachers. It's tpt.com. It's a website that offers educational resources for teachers created by teachers. These resources are mostly set at a cost, but some are free. Within the website, teachers have made lesson plans and activities to address global classroom issues. I use tpt.com quite often, if not to purchase lessons or ideas or activities, but to just even gain inspiration on what other teachers are doing, what more experienced teachers have used, and it really gives me motivation and encouragement to that I'm not alone, but definitely to gain from their wisdom as well and support them as fellow teachers. So CNN 10 is an online daily news broadcast for students produced by CNN 10. Coy Wire and other CNN News anchors gather news stories from around the country and the world daily. These stories bring global issues directly to students in the classroom. I used this every day last year when I taught the current events class, high school class. I am not teaching it this year, but I have used it a few times in my 8th grade and high school history classes just to involve the kids in current events, especially with the things that are going on in the war in Ukraine, and then when the war broke out in Israel. As a social studies teacher, I think it's interesting, and one of my opportunities and one of my duties as their teacher in this aspect to bring current events to their attention and allow us to talk about that and talk critically about these issues. So that is a good website to do those things. YouTube, of course, YouTube is one of the world's most popular viewed websites. This popular website is a platform for anyone to publish videos for information purposes, to entertain or educate. For this portfolio's goal, informational and educational videos are most helpful in bringing content about global issues into the classroom. I use YouTube a lot as a social studies teacher. I hope that I see that it brings history alive a lot to my students. A lot of them are visual learners, as a lot of us are, and so if I can bring history alive in that aspect, I try to. And I like using a variety of videos. Often they are very short, because I don't want to lose their interest, and I just want to highlight something, and not necessarily use them to use it as a core teaching aspect, but just to highlight what we will be learning and teaching about. But it illustrates, videos illustrate in a way that I wouldn't be able to do on my own, so I'm grateful for that platform. TED Talks are another popular resource for addressing global issues within the classroom. The TED Talks website has hundreds of videos created by experts, professionals, and other experienced individuals on their thoughts, research, and ideas on how to address the global issues that most affect us today. Like I said, there are so many TED Talks that are out there, that are just have a wide variety of issues and topics. So basically, every teacher could use this website and use TED Talks in their classroom, again, to illustrate what it is that there's the topics and subjects that they're teaching. And then I listed Journeys in Film. So Journeys in Film promotes using film to help educate today's youth. The website offers lesson plans that go hand in hand with selected documentaries, cinematic films, and games. These lessons address various subjects, including issues that face our world. Journeys in Film believe that today's students are more visual than ever before, and that this approach meets them where they are to inform and educate. I've used this a couple of times. Journeys in Film highlights specific films for a unit that you may be wanting to study, and it's definitely for more of a comprehensive, in-depth study of that particular film, and so you would have to need several days to use the film, because it's a long project, and you would need to dedicate a few days to go through the film, right? Because unless you're in a 90-minute block situation. But my classes are broken down into 45 and 50 minutes, so it would take a few of them to go through a whole movie, but sometimes we do. Again, people, especially as students, are more visual than ever today. So this is a good resource to use that. Okay, so the last one here is the reflection and presentation. So this is where this video will reside. Once I am finished with it and publish it, it will be here for you to access. So as I have gone through the entire my digital profile, some of the questions that I have been asked, I'm going to answer now. So the first question was, how did you complete a series of complex tasks to create the digital portfolio? So to complete a series of complex tasks in creating my portfolio, I utilized the Google product sites, as you see here, as my chosen platform. Throughout the program, I approached the portfolio creation systematically by addressing each section as it was assigned. So each section that we just went through was an assignment, and I went through, I created each one by one and not necessarily just in one fell swoop. Number two, what was your process of learning or approach within the creation of the digital portfolio? So in creating my portfolio, my learning process and approach were a combination of following instructions provided by my instructors and infusing my own creative ideas into the design. I followed the directions given by my instructors throughout each course, and this involved understanding the requirements for each section of the portfolio. It involved the content the type of content to be included, the structure of the portfolio, and any specific guidelines or criteria provided. I chose to use the school colors, as you see here, which are red, black, and white, to maintain a cohesive look for my portfolio. I incorporated, this not only aligned the portfolio with the school's identity, but also contributed to professional and visually appealing aesthetic. To integrate the social studies theme, I chose this header for a lot of the different pages, which is a map design, a map graphic, I say. This thematic choice not only reflects the content of my academic focus, but I think it also provides a personal touch to the overall design that is specific to me. While following the instructions, I took the opportunity to experiment. I did with different layout variations, font choices, visual elements beyond the specific guidelines. This allowed me to personalize the portfolio and showcase my unique style. I also continued to refine and adjust how the portfolio looked until I was satisfied with the results. So this allowed me to experiment with the different design elements. I showed this and got feedback from my peers, my family, and my mentor, Jill Dotes, and they gave me some different feedback, but we're pretty much really proud of the look of it. As showed you, I incorporated lots of multimedia elements such as graphic and images that you see here, and this showcased specific projects and also created a more dynamic and interactive user experience. What are your successes and areas for improvement is the next question that is asked. So I think my successes in creating the digital portfolio have been noted by the positive feedback from my instructors. I haven't gotten any negative feedback from any of my instructors on my portfolio, so I believe that they were fully satisfied and happy with the product, and I was too. So I don't know that they're, for right now, I don't see any areas of improvement on my end, or any of the feedback that I've gotten so far. So how would you want to adjust the digital portfolio or improve your process or your approach? Like I said, I don't feel like there's any need to make any alterations. I feel like it accurately represents my skills, accomplishments, and my personal style. It aligns well with both the academic objectives and my own vision for the project. So then the last question is, what did I learn about new ideas for teaching with technology? So I think in this process of creating a digital portfolio, I gained valuable insights into new ideas for teaching with technology. Some of these include the creation of a digital portfolio. It required development and application of digital literacy skills. This experience highlighted the importance of incorporating digital literacy into the educational curriculum, making sure that students are knowledgeable about how to use digital tools for communication among themselves and their teacher, how to present using the tools, and also how to represent their work. I also believe that building a digital portfolio encouraged me to explore and integrate various multimedia elements such as images, videos, and interactive components. This experience highlighted the potential of multimedia to enhance the learning experience. I really do enjoy using technology. I'm what's called an elder millennial. And so my generation has used technology from the very beginning, from kindergarten on. And so I think we have a unique advantage to using technology because we've never known life without it. We've grown up using it. And so that gives us, I think, a unique perspective, knowing that it does enhance all of these aspects. It improves our skills. It improves the way that we can represent our projects and our presentations and so on and so forth. So, it also, designing this portfolio increased and encouraged my creative expression. It's just another way that I can add my touch on the world by being a published site. This is out there for the world to see, and I enjoy creating things, especially things that are aesthetic. I always have, and this was no exception. And so it also helped me realize the value to do that with my kids, to enable the students to showcase their work in a way that reflects their individuality and their creativity. And so I will continue to use technology throughout my teaching career, not just as a presentation tool for me, but also as a tool for them to use as they do every day with their Chromebooks, but as a continuing learning tool for them as well. So I think that's all I have here for this tour of my digital portfolio. I hope it was helpful and useful, and I hope you got a full sense of how proud I am of it and of my work so far as a second-year social studies teacher, middle school and high school. I really enjoy my work. I'm really passionate about it, and I do feel called and led to be here. So I hope my work can continue for many years to come. Thanks.